Speaking of nights, I ran into a little night in the bathroom.
Holy shit. Holy
I
shit.
ran into this little night in the bathroom.
Fuck. This bathroom experience that we had at the Renaissance Fair,
my God.
It might be the weirdest thing. I didn't even have to use...
It was so weird, dude. Was so... Okay, so typically when you go into a bathroom... We go into the bathroom. There's a line for the stalls. There's the line for the urinals are just going. They're going. We're sitting in the bathroom. Nobody's talking at all. And Clint is right in front of me. He is this far away from me. And probably 1 minute into being in the bathroom, we just hear... And so we start chuckling a little bit. We're just like
just us. We're the only ones.
We're the only ones laughing.
And then while we're laughing, another
one
fart
sounds off.
Another fart sounds off, and then about 7 people in the bathroom now start laughing. Now we got a team of laughers laughing at this guy farting, and he keeps sounding off, and the team gains more supporters. We get more fart supporters,
and it's one of those forbidden laughs where you're like, I feel like I shouldn't be laughing right now.
It was a church laugh.
It was a church laugh.
We're just in the bathroom at the Renaissance Fair. Also the bathroom at the Renaissance Fair. Let me paint this picture for you. It's basically your run-of-the-mill fairgrounds bathroom.
Yeah, everything is just brick and it's cold and smelly.
And cold, yeah, it looks like a jail cell bathroom.
Yes.
and you walk in there, and it's dads with way too much sunscreen on, holding their kids as tightly as possible.
Yep.
With good reason.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's the Renaissance Fair we were at.
No, that's
not the bathroom.
I wish, dude. I wish it was like that. It would have been way better. But so it's a line of people. You've got your dads holding their sons so tightly.
Yep.
Which reasonably so they should be.
Yeah.
Because right next to them is a guy dressed up like a wizard with a staff.
Yep.
Who has to take his entire costume off to take a piss.
Oh we saw that dude with the kilt walk up to the urinal and just
lift his kilt. Yeah.
Just lift it up like a ladyboy.
It's great. There's guys dropping their swords on the piss-covered floor and shit. It's the craziest
It's disgusting
mishmash.
chaos, dude.
It looks like the opening scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, when they drive off and you're like, why is there an angel there? And then is that a fucking knight walking by? And then there's just like a guy with wings and then a bag on fire.
Yeah, you don't know if it's dream or reality. You're like, what is this?
It's all just nonsense.
There's just a random dude dressed as a samurai in the bathroom.
And then through all that, there's a guy losing his soul in the stall, just farting.
Yeah, there was one guy in the front stall who was there the entire we were in the bathroom for probably 15 minutes, just waiting for that line.
Yeah.
There was a dude in there the whole time, and then the dude that was next to him got in after and got out before, and then remember what he did? He just went to that first stall and he just went bam, bam, bam.
Yes.
He's like, come on, man, pinch it off. You've been in there an hour.
The guy that was already in the stall. Me and Connor are next in line. The guy that was already in the stall.
We're like...
The guy that was already in the stall comes out. The guy that's in front of me and Connor goes into that stall that the guy just walks out of. And then the guy walks out and then bangs on the door. And I was like, oh, great. Now this psychopath who's been here for 45 minutes probably jerking off in the Renaissance bathroom.
Probably.
Is fucking...
Dude, he saw some fair maiden, dude, with some big tits.
Yeah,
some bar maiden with a giant... Dude,
a lot of bar maidens.
There were so many bar maiden tits.
A lot of bar maidens walking around,
and
jiggling their tits.
Smelly nerds in there.
So many smelly nerds, but they were in their element, so you can't,
Oh, my God.
That's like being like, there's basketball fans at March Madness. It's like,
what's going on? Yeah, I know. We were the weirdos there, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're in the line, and we are
the guy bangs on it, and this is where I started to get nervous, because I was like, fuck, this dude just banged on it and then just dipped. This dude's for sure going to think me or Connor fucking banged on this guy's door.
Yeah.
But he got out, and he was super weird and just fucking washed his hands and left really quick.
And so we're struggling to like keep it together. We're just every little thing or like time passes by and then one of us just starts laughing again. We're like, just giggling like little fucking girls. And from my perspective, I'll let you tell your perspective. From my perspective, I'm laughing my ass off, covering my face because like farts are just ringing out left and right, dude. They're like weird tones, and I'm dying laughing. And then I see out of the corner of my eye this kid who I think was like a couple people in front of you. He just finished going to the bathroom, is staring directly at me. And he's like this little, like probably like a 13-year-old black kid dressed in Spider-Man gear. You know, he's got like a Spider-Man jacket on. He's looking at me and he just goes, "Hey, stop laughing. That's not funny." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Stop laughing. It's not funny." I'm like, "I'm not laughing at you, dude." I just put my hand out. I'm like, "I'm not laughing at you, dude. Not laughing at you." And then he turns around and goes to the sink, and he starts. I didn't look at him. I just hear him go, "All y'all stop laughing. All y'all gonna catch these hands right now. I'm telling you, all of you are gonna catch these hands." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this kid doing?" He thought we were like laughing at him.
I'm at this point punching the wall.
Punching the wall because what did you see?
Because
what I
saw in my peripheral vision was this kid when full fucking butters at the urinal, dude. This kid, while we're laughing at the scene that I just described a moment ago, we're laughing at the dad clutching his son, the guy in the bathroom jerking off, the guy farting, the guy with the scepter at the urinal. All of it is just it's too much to handle. And then to top it all off.
It's like a Where's Waldo. Like, there's so many things to look at, dude. You don't know what to look at.
To top it all off, I'm already like hyperventilating at this point, like trying not to die laughing. And then a kid in my peripheral vision, like right here, as far as like these keys are, he just drops trowel to the floor, full fucking butters, pisses. We're all laughing at the fart. And then I see him pull it up, turn around, and start berating Connor.
Just gets right in my face. I didn't see any of this.
Dude.
And you told me right after, he was like, "Dude, he just went full butters." And I'm like, "What? He did?"
Yeah, and then he leaves, threatens everybody in the bathroom.
Dude, it's like this little 13-year-old. He's like a little 13-year-old, I'm on your bumper kind of kid,
he
dude.
Had to be 11 to 13 in that rate. He was like 4'6",
like
this
that,
kid. This
dude.
Kid was tiny.
A little kid, dude.
Waiting, guy in Connor's face, like, was pissed. Showed no mercy. Didn't give a fuck. This kid had balls,
Didn't break eye contact. I broke eye contact. I was like, I couldn't look at him. It was so fierce, dude.
He was so fierce. A dominant force.
So he thought you were laughing at him?
Yes.
He thought that we were all
and not
like
the farts going on?
No, dude. Which tells me that this happens a lot.
I'm not going to lie. There was a layer of my laughter that was about him because I think I was the only one that saw what he was doing. I think I'm the only one in there that knew. And then he like singled you out, and I was like, I don't think Connor knows.
Oh, man, dude. I didn't know. Dude, I was like head straight forward trying to keep it together.
So, yeah, and then after Connor gets berated by the kid and the kid leaves, a guy, God bless his soul, to break the tension goes.
Oh, yeah.
He just goes, I don't know, it was quiet for a little bit after that kid left and yelled at everybody.
Dude, so quiet. All you could hear was piss hitting the back of the urinals.
And then this guy just goes, "So, ass or tits?"
And nobody talks. I'm like, fuck it, I'll do it. Ass.
And then we were all
and then
like,
everybody
ass,
off to the races, dude.
Tits,
off
ass,
to
ass.
the races.
The whole bathroom had a discussion. It was like, I think they're both pretty good. Like somebody in the background. It might have been the best bathroom experience I've ever had in my life. If you ever get a chance,
oh my God,
Arizona Renaissance Fair bathroom, fucking go there,
dude. It was like
you'll have a story for the rest of your life.
A college football game and Comic-Con bathroom, dude.
Yes.
It was the perfect just bros and also total weirdos. Total weirdos. Dude,
there's a whole bunch of people that don't belong together.
Just full Butters ass at the urinal. Like, this is so crazy.
He was full buttering, dude.
That's so weird. The fact that he was mad.
In public, a full Butters.
That's what I was saying, dude. When we all gathered together and discussed with our maidens at the.
Oh, we had a meeting.
We had the maidens there, and we
had a meeting next to the guy with the fushigi balls.
Oh, the fushigi, dude. We had a meeting with the ladies, and we were like, no, dude, he thought we were laughing at him, which means he's had people laugh at him before, which means he knows that he's doing this, and he should.
He knows.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's a stubborn force of nature, though. You could tell.
Stubborn force.
Should have bullied him.
You should have. You should have. Not the place. Not the place. Outnumbered.
No, dude. Outnumbered. No, dude. That's
not the place to bully anybody,
no, dude. Because if they see, like, also, I was in no place to bully anybody. I was wearing combat boots, a kilt, like a cut off like denim vest.
Yeah, and like that.
Yeah, well,
yeah, but he's full buttering.
He was full Butters, yeah. But
that's a choice.
To his credit, though, like, he was in the place, at least halfway the place to get away with that. The other half, the college football bathroom, would not have let him get away with that.
But they kept it silent because they're like college football nerds.
Yeah, that's
true. You know what I mean?
They're statisticians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not. They don't play.
They're not there for the hits. They're there for the numbers.
There is a whole bunch of me's, and I wasn't saying shit about it. I was just like, you know what? This is his place.
Oh my god.
This is where you can Butters. I'll let this kid Butters.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
We were
also,
outnumbered.
even if a kid was buttering at a U of A game, I wouldn't be like, yo.
You wouldn't be like, ha ha, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at. Honestly, if I was, because I've done this before when I was a kid, like, there was a kid who was like 8 years old at summer camp wearing diapers. Was like in front of everyone. It's like, look, he's still wearing diapers, and then I ran away.
Damn, Connor, ruthless.
Ran away.
That's
dude.
Ruthless aggression era, Connor.
Ruthless aggression era.